Yeah! Let us begin! What is up, Doodlebug? My name's Mary, and I am popping cough drops. Yeah, I absolutely blew my voice out and strained it last night. I was at a rehearsal for a puppet show. An improvised puppet show. What? So my friend Ryan is producing this improvised puppet show, and he asked me, hey, do you want to be a cast member? I said, yes, and... That's an improv joke. The number one rule or the key principle of improv is always saying yes and to anything that you're given. So let's say you're doing a scene and you're on the moon. Hey, Richard, we're on the moon. Yes, Gary. And there's a hole in your suit. Yes, and I'm going to die. But before I do, I want to tell you I love you. Yes, and I kind of wish you'd told me this earlier. Sorry, I got really distracted with the finger was making out. I forgot what I was talking about. So I guess in February I'm gonna be doing a puppet show that it's improv. So there's no script. We have no idea what we're gonna be doing. That's gonna be happening in February. I'm gonna try to get some video clips to show you. We're playing at the West Side Comedy Theater. It's in Santa Monica. I get really excited about them. That it's an awesome place. It's an awesome theater. I practically lived there for a whole year of my life because I was just going through a really dark time and no one loved me except them. I have a bit of a crush on a building and what happens in there, and you know what? I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed, okay? Because love is love. Oh yeah. And last but not least, I have some very important news. I got a new shirt. And I got a new plant! Ugh. This is my new studio partner. Ford, I still love you. This is McGillicuddy. Hi. Hello, my little plant. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I love you too. I'm gonna put sweaters on you, and I'm gonna push you around the farmer's market in a stroller. McGillicuddy. Ooh, and I've been noticing that a lot of you have been noticing the lovely Doctor Who doll back here. Whoa, the wheels on my chair. This is a handmade Doctor Who doll. This was given to me last year at VidCon by Christina, a very sweet girl. Handmade it herself. So she made this by hand, bought tickets to VidCon, traveled all the way there, wandered around, hunted me down, and handed this to me and said, I made this for you. This is really cool. I think I definitely did feature her in my What I Did at VidCon video from VidCon 2012. If you want to stalk both of us. Don't stalk her though. I mean, do it nicely, but this is one of my most cherished possessions. I keep him by Ford, just in case there's a fire in the house. When I come to rescue Ford, I can grab him too. First question from Singing Lockpick, Mary. About how long do these paintings take you in real time, and how long does it usually take to edit them down for your channel? Paintings take on average 3 hours. I always forget to hit the stopwatch when I start. Watercolor paint, you do it in layers, and so do a layer, wait for it to dry, do another layer, wait for it to dry, do another layer, and wait for it to dry, and then you keep waiting, and watercolor can take a while. As far as editing goes, I put aside an afternoon to do that, assuming nothing terrible is gonna happen, because sometimes you get technical difficulties, and it always happens at the last minute. It's 3 in the morning, you're like, I just want to get this video out and done with, and that's when your editing software chooses to crash. You can do it in a day. My tea is boiling. All right. It takes time. Oh, I spilled. I'm not qualified for anything. The Awkward Apocalypse asks, do you have another job, or is art the main money maker? Yes, I have another job. Right now, the real money maker is my butt. No. Right now, my main job is on another YouTube series, Epic Rap Battles of History. I make the costumes and props, and I don't make all the costumes. I make very few costumes, actually. We rent a lot of them. But, so if they need Master Chief, then I say, okay, find you a Master Chief costume, and we'll make you look like Master Chief. I've been doing less of Epic Rap Battles. We have a new girl, or woman, Sulai, and she is helping with costumes and props, and is really making them awesome. Yeah. And the final question goes to Millie Hutchings. Hi, Millie. Millie says, hi, Miss Doodles. I was wondering, did you have any particularly influential teachers or lecturers when you were in school? I had a lot of awesome teachers, most of which were really cool about me drawing during their class. And studies are now showing that if information is flying at you through the earwaves and you're doodling at the same time, you're more likely to absorb it. So I liked lecture classes because I'd just sit back and draw and they would talk at me and I figured it out. I absorbed things because I did well on tests in school, and teachers noticed that, so they're like, oh yeah, drawing's not a problem, have at it, and you're good at it. And that's the thing too, they told me I was good, which helps a lot because I wouldn't have continued if people didn't encourage that. Thank you to the whole bubble of teachers. In high school art classes, there was one teacher, Miss B. Miss B was awesome. I may have been a bit of a teacher's pet because I liked watercolor. I was playing around with it since I was 10, and she likes watercolor. So she taught me the basics of watercolor, the official basics. I thought I had it down, and then she said, well, no, I mean, here's the idea of it. And I was like, whoa. Thank you for your questions. And if you have any more questions, you can always leave them here as comments or go to my Facebook or Twitter and ask them there. Next week, I will be answering some more of them. Yay! And thank you for all the suggestions for prints and t-shirts. I've got my ears open, and I will be revealing next week what new designs are coming out at the store. RadioArcade.com. Merry Doodles. Yes! Snuck that one in. So you can go check out the store, and as always, you can just watch the video for free. I mean, you're paying with your time, but I mean, everybody's got too much of that, am I right? No, I'm not. And here is a bonus doodle. Yes! This doodle is inspired by last week's video where Sydney asked a question about us being superheroes, and I said we would be lightning and bolts. She shoots lightning and is lightning in this artwork, and I am bolts. I am a Frankenstein chimera of a monster superhero thing, and people wanted me to draw that, and it was really fun to draw. So I think I'm gonna do weekly drawings every week. Why not? Leave your demands. Don't suggest a drawing, demand a drawing based on today's video. It could be anything from this video. It could be a phrase, it could be just one word, it could be whatever you want to see me draw. And I will do a quick doodly schmoodly woodly thing for you and show it to you next week. Yes! And thank you very much again for watching. Be sure to fave and subscribe. You stay healthy and beautiful. I put a lot of lemon in this.